can't believe I made it. This has been a long struggle for me, but this place has taught me to accept myself and to embrace my struggles and to learn how to deal with them. And that's the greatest gift I could ever receive.
For me, it was a new beginning for him to get an education. And without Landmark, I don't know where I would be today. No. And Landmark would not be what it is without the staff that sits here before me. And I just want to give them a round of applause.
Before last year, I had felt like I was always playing catch up, constantly fighting to get back onto a path that everyone always expected me to be on. It was hard to ever feel proud of myself because any time that I succeeded, I felt like I was just doing what I was supposed to be doing, that it was nothing special. When I started school at Landmark, I was terrified of trying and failing. I was so used to not being able to succeed in school that just the thought of putting in effort caused a great deal of anxiety. I hated getting papers back that I spent all night on to see that I had just barely passed. I was afraid that it was just going to happen again here. I didn't start off doing well, but every semester I improved, and in the last year, I've made the kind of progress that I feel I can be proud of. Now I'm standing here with a GPA that I don't have to hide, I didn't have to dread checking my final grades for fear that I didn't pass something, and most importantly, not once during this entire semester did I feel like I got an assignment that I couldn't do. I'm proud of myself because I'm doing so many things that I thought I simply wasn't capable of doing.
In the fall of 2009, I came to this college unsure of a great many things. I had no idea how I was going to be able to work at a college level, how I was going to handle living away from home, or even more importantly, do my own laundry. All that I was really sure of at the time was that Landmark was truly my only option, and if I was going to hone college level skills, this was the place to do it. But it didn't take long for me to realize this college was much more than just an only option. Landmark quickly became a lifestyle for me. It became a safety net. It became my home. In the almost 3 years I've been here, I've gone from a stubborn 19-year-old lacking any sort of confidence to a slightly less stubborn 22-year-old who asks his teacher so many questions they get annoyed. I've gone from B's in non-credit courses to straight A's in 2,000 level courses, carrying a 4.0 my senior year. I've formed rich, unique relationships with faculty and students that can never be replaced in my heart. I'd be lying to you if I said this came solely from my efforts, because it didn't. No, I can only take part of the credit, but what I will say is that the only reason today was even a possibility was because the people who believed in me for the entire ride never stopped believing in me, not once. What makes Landmark so special is exchanging hellos of the same smiling person 5 times in the same day. It's the lunch lady recognizing you haven't been in the cafeteria for a few days and asking if you were doing all right. It's the 8 student classes with 1 highly effective teacher compared to the 40 student classes with 1 ineffective one. It's the tightly knit community that I have come to know and love that has prepared me for my next educational journey further north to Castleton, Vermont. So here's to those everlasting moments in Putney, Vermont. Here's to the graduating class of 2012. Here's to you, Landmark.
Before I came to Landmark, I believed I was a failure. Since the day I've stepped onto this campus, I've never felt that way again. Landmark has allowed me to excel in every area, from academic to athletic to extracurricular. Here, I have reignited my passion for education as well as discovered my love of writing. It was my initial failure in college that has allowed me to discover what I really love about it and why I want it. Now I'm an aspiring journalist and poet and will be moving on next year to obtain my BA. But almost more importantly than anything, I've come to know myself, trust myself, and believe in myself. It is at Landmark that I've learned to do that. What is it about Landmark that works? Well, you could read the article on page 2 of The Independent, but in my book, it's the people, from the faculty to the staff to the students. And it's the people that I've met here that have helped me find my confidence in my voice.
Grandma, I love you. My grandma is 104, and she's sitting right there. It means so much to me that you're here, and I hope that you are sticking around for my bachelor's degree graduation, and you better plan on it. Kathy D'Alessio is my advisor, and I've known her for 4 semesters. I do this crying thing. I do this regularly in her office, about once a week, I'd say. And Kathy, Julie, basically all these people have really changed my life and made me functional, I think, in a larger capacity than, I thought I would be able to be.
To these people behind me, I wish to say this. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better because I knew